Okay, so we've talked about the importance of picking out a tarot deck, and we talked about the difficult cards that are more challenging, and now it's time to talk about the deck and the meanings of the cards. A standard deck has 78 cards, the Major Arcana and then the Minor Arcana. The Minor Arcana are a lot like a regular playing deck of cards. Much like a regular playing deck, they have four suits: the cups, the pentacles, the swords, and the rods, or sometimes called the wands. There are 56 cards in the Minor Arcana, but we're going to talk about the Major Arcana in this video. The Major Arcana is a set of 22 cards. These cards represent significant life events and spiritual lessons. Each card has a unique meaning and unique symbolism, often reflecting major life changes or important milestones. Cards like the Fool or the Magician and the World each tell a part of a larger journey or story. These cards are often considered the most powerful and impactful in a reading, and normally something that cannot be changed. To learn the tarot cards effectively, it is beneficial to start by familiarizing yourself with the meaning of each card in the deck. I would not only learn the meaning of the cards today, but the traditional meanings of these cards, because the symbolism of the imagery is extremely important and for a reason. And after seeing the newer decks with having the keywords on the front of the card and like elements and different things about those cards, or zodiac, what zodiac sign they fall in, that's really great and all, but it's not giving you a full picture. It's the imagery is smaller, even if it's not across the image. You see the words more than you see the image. And I have come to the conclusion, after much debate in my head, that those decks are not something that I would recommend to anybody, or at least anybody that is serious about doing tarot readings for a living. When you look at the history of the tarot, you'll know then that those images are specifically designed for you and spirit, and to effectively read intuitively or empathically with using spirit guides, uh, or picking up people that have passed away for your client. I think it's really important that you learn this way. It may take longer, it may be harder, but it's much more effective in the long run. Like the famous saying says, nothing great comes easy. And believe me when I tell you, if you do it this way, it is going to be one of the greatest tools that you'll have in your life. Tarot will never lie to you. It does not care about your feelings. It will tell you exactly what's going on and what needs to be fixed or taken care of, and it will guide you in the right direction. Believe me, I've got 45 years experience with this, and my cards have never lied to me. But I've had plenty of clients that lied to me and said that they were wrong, and I knew they weren't. And I've got proof. I've got 45 years of seeing these cards tell me exactly what's going on. And a lot of times clients don't even realize that they're lying. They're lying to themselves. They don't realize that some of the actions that they are taking is what's causing their situation. And the cards will point it out. And I usually, if somebody, a client says to me, no, that doesn't sound right, that's not familiar, and I keep digging a little further, which I will, because now we have a situation and I have to make sure that they're not unhappy with the reading. And every time, if I dig a little bit deeper, I will come to the truth, and they will come to a realization of a truth that they were either denying or ignoring. I have one client that I have had for a couple of years, and she always, every time I do her reading, she's like, no, no, no. And I'll be like, and at first I was like, she would make me really insecure. And then after a while, I'm like, why is it only with her? And so then eventually I finally, like, I wasn't intimidated anymore. And I'm like, girl, my cards don't lie to me, but you have several times. And she just busts out laughing. And so now, now I know. Now I know there's some things that people don't want to admit to. And that's okay. I understand. I don't judge. Okay, now I'm going to go over each card in the Major Arcana and give you a synopsis, a brief synopsis of each meaning of the cards. The first card in the Major Arcana is the number 0 and the Fool. And this represents somebody that is going out and taking an adventure that they have never taken before. And they're usually very naive or inexperienced in what they are going on this journey to do. But is the first card in that Major Arcana, and it starts with the Fool and ends with the World. So that's like all these cards coming to completion with lessons that are learned and completed on your journey. If you do a reversal, and that means that the card comes up upside down, that means that you are unable to make a decision or unable to move forward. Not everybody uses reversals. I like to. The next card is the Magician, and this card is manifesting your own ideas and using your own inner power to create. The reversed position represents deception, or to be careful where you put your trust. The High Priestess signifies to stay balanced, that things are still hidden, but they will be revealed at the right time. The reversal meaning suggests that there's instability, selfishness, and deception. The Empress suggests luxury and abundance. It can also indicate a motherly figure or a pregnancy. Reverse can mean overindulgent or a tendency to be not domineering. It may also represent barrenness, trouble getting pregnant. The Emperor can represent somebody that is a visionary and keeps his emotions under wraps. He handles things independently and is a good leader. The reverse meaning could mean immature behavior and miserly nature. They are domineering and have a lack of self-control. The Hierophant represents organized religion, conformity, and mercy and compassion. Reversed, it can mean that it is someone that's unconventional and they show disregard for rules. The Lovers is the next card in the deck, and it represents love, friendship, partnership, choice, making a choice. It also represents duality. The reversed meaning can indicate quarrels, usually with a partner, separation, infidelity. Be careful to make hasty or unwise choices when this card is reversed. The next card is the Chariot, and this card represents to me travel, moving forward, and when it's right side up, it's usually like the right time to do something, take that adventure, take that drive. And when it's reversed, it says to me lack of control or reverting back to old habits. It can also represent setbacks. The Strength card represents using your head and not your heart. exercise restraint, and hold power in reserve. Courage and fortitude will be successful. Reverse could mean lack of confidence or even cowardice. The next card is the Hermit. This card represents looking inward to find the answers that you are seeking. You will always find them there. And for self knowledge. The reversed meaning could mean loneliness, depression, and beware of hasty decisions. The next card is the Wheel of Fortune, and it reveals the cycle of life. And when this card comes up, it tells me that it's the right time to do something, but to remember that the wheel is always turning, and there will come a point where that opening is closed. And so the time is now to do whatever it is for it to be successful. The reverse meaning of the card could be a turn for the worst, or that the time has run out and things could fail. The next card is Justice, and this could be an actual court or it could be karmic justice, and things will be done fairly. The reverse position is to pay attention to what people say around you. They may not be completely forthright with you. The Hangman represents being calm and alert. It suggests a step back and distance from the everyday concerns. It's a time of rest and reassessment. Reverse means the unwillingness to make sacrifices. Sacrifices made for the wrong reasons. The Death card represents transformation or transition. It doesn't mean an actual death. It's a matter of accepting change so that rebirth can occur. Let go of the past issues that are holding you back. The reversed position is someone that refuses to budge. It could be a loss of a friendship and to beware of accidents. Temperance. Temperance signifies for me the blending of essence. It's a mixing of elements within oneself and within relationships. Reach into the past and carry that into the future. This auspicious card brings good health. The reversed meaning of this card is disharmony, frustration, or people working at cross purposes. The devil usually represents an addiction to something, whether it be drugs, social media, food, any kind of addiction that holds you bondage. The reverse position represents being able to get yourself out of that bondage situation. The Tower is a card that represents a radical change. Anything that you have built that was built on sand comes crashing down. So anything in your life that was false or you didn't pay attention to or ignored red flags, all those things come crashing down so that you can get rid of all these things that don't serve you and start something new. The reversed position of this card means being trapped in old habits. The Star is one of the best cards in the deck. It represents hope. It comes right after the Tower intentionally so that you can see that there is hope after everything that no longer serves you has been removed. The reverse meaning of this card is disappointments. The next card is my favorite card, and it is the Moon. This card represents a strong intuition, supernatural powers, and can also mean secrets, and secrets that will come to light. The reverse position of this card means to be careful of deceptive behavior around you. The Sun represents happy times and good things happening around you, success. Reversed means setbacks. Pay attention to important relationships. The next card is Judgment. Whether through the courts or through the universe, it is a favorable outcome and it is time to forgive and forget. Reversed is that there is a possibility that there could be missed opportunities. The World is the last card in the Major Arcana, and it represents transformation, spiritual rebirth. Reversed means that there is delays in success. That's it. Next time we will talk about the Minor Arcana.